Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Commission. Again, I stand before you today as a proud Haitian by birth, American by the grace of God. This country offers us the choice to be whatever we want to be. That ability to choose is what set America apart. For the past year and a half, we, public workers, healthcare, and essential personnel in the state of Florida have been serving relentlessly like never before. We faithfully served during those times, knowing the risk to ourselves and our family. We signed up for the sacrifice. We chose the hard work. It is not a job chosen in pursuit of wealth or fame. We unselfishly serve and protect our community. Whenever we were called, now we feel betrayed by those who believe that they should have a say about our body and our health to continue doing what we do, to continue doing what we love to do, serving the community. Mayor Demings, on various occasions on national television briefing, you mentioned you must protect us from ourselves. You assert public statement about us that can sow division, distrust against us by our community. But yet, you sent us door to door to the African American community, Latino, and elderly community to vaccinate them on your behalf. Knowing those demographics were the most affected by the pandemic, we wasn't a threat to them then, or are we now? I'm confused. Mayor Demings, you made history on several occasions in our community as the first African American chief of Orlando, Orange County Sheriff, and now the mayor. Growing up in Orange County, I look up to you. My family look up to you. Because I know in the past we never had the ability to attain the position that you sit in today. But I look up to you because someone's opinion about us did not derail you from pursuing your dream of what you thought was best for you, your family, and the community. History shows that people follow leaders who rallies their people by valuing every trait that makes them unique, as opposed to demanding compliance out of fear, which breeds mistrust, hopelessness, create hostility in an environment that's already so volatile. This week, I watched Commissioner Sibling and Senator Sibling at the refugee camp with thousands of my Haitian brothers and sisters who arrive here seeking the ability to freely worship, to express themselves without fear of government retribution, and to chart their own economic destiny in our society. To those immigrants, the reality of oppression, lack of freedom, they could no longer live with. They show us the sacrifice they are willing to make just to touch our soil, something most of us take for granted. The benefit of living here in America, while others will die for the dream of the opportunity. That alone will affirm the strength and the existing national value, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We're not asking for anything in extra. We're asking for the ability to make the choice for ourselves, our family,
thank you, sir,
and the patient that we serve.
All right. In terms of the decorum here, I'm going to ask you all to refrain once again from any creation of noise or other sound here while in the chambers in order to be respectful and remain the peaceful decorum here. Okay? Thank you very much. All right. Thank you for your comments, sir. We will move to the next speaker.
Good morning. My name is Sam Eaton. I am from West Palm Beach. I am a retired firefighter and a first responder, and I'm here on my own time to support the firefighters from Orange County. As I said, I retired. I spent 30 years in the fire service, and I am so proud to know that the county that I served is not issuing a mandate or a timeline or a deadline for their firefighters, first responders, law enforcement to get something that is a personal choice. I had a great career. I could have stayed home. But today I'm here with Orange County firefighters because they are brothers and sisters. And as Brother Gobi pointed out, it doesn't feel good to see coercion or retribution for a personal choice for my body, for their body. Am I a bad employee? Am I worthy of discipline because I exercise my right as an American to not put something in my body that I do not want? Am I a bad employee? Am I a bad American because I feel it's important that firefighters, first responders, law enforcement, doctors, nurses, public, Disney employees have the right to choose? If this was something that you didn't really feel was important for your body, would you not want someone speaking on your behalf? I'm not here to say I'm better than anybody else because I'm vaccinated or unvaccinated. I'm not going to I'm not going to discriminate or talk ill of someone because they decided to choose for themselves to get a vaccination. The other side of that would be simply this: don't do that to us, and don't create a situation where we continue to divide this nation on this topic. We don't need another class.
All right, thank you for your
Another
comments.
class.
You are out of time.
Thank you for your time.
Nick Catarano. I am representing cast members who are standing for freedom of choice, and I'm also standing with our firefighters and all frontline workers, first responders, knowing them, and they have given their life understanding risk. They've been out there. I hear their stories, and when they're picking up so many COVID patients that are fully vaccinated, and somehow those numbers aren't getting out. But they know how to evaluate risk, and I'm really disappointed that we can't respect their evaluation of that risk. I recently got COVID about a month ago, my wife and I. I went to the hospital took me a little bit, but anyway, they sent me home with Tylenol, and they knew I was at risk because of pre-existing conditions and said there was nothing that they could do for me. I went home, I was able to get ivermectin, and the night we took it, within 2 hours, we felt better. In 2 days, we were absolutely better. And they keep saying that it's debunked, but when you look at the numbers, Peru's death rates, when they launched it, was 13 times less. When they decided to take away the ivermectin, it went 14 times higher. And I'm going to share some data because I think a lot of people are acting out of concern and fear sometimes, but the data shows us. If you look at India, ivermectin's through the country, they're about a 13% vaccination rate. They are 23 per million. This was in September 13th, a snapshot. United States is 450 people per million with our vaccination rate. Israel, 85% Pfizer, fully vaccinated, third and fourth booster shot. They are over 1,000 per million, and 9 out of 10 hospitalized people are fully vaccinated. I know we wanted these vaccines to work. I hope they would have worked. This is data. Go to goofyvaccine.com. I wrote the letter with all the research and the links there. This is not stuff I'm making up. This is all fact. And I hope, commissioners, you would open your hearts and minds and really open up to the facts that are out there. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your comments.